99 FM, your inspiration station. You still tuned into The Kingdom with Scripty Script, and it is time now to celebrate our game changer of the day. We have Helena Kandjumbwa in the building. She's a social entrepreneur and the founder of Upliftment Projects Namibia, UPN. I stand corrected, but it looks like I will be corrected. But they set out to improve and develop the standard of early childhood education in the impoverished communities in Namibia. And she joins us in studio to talk about her journey to becoming the inspiring game changer that she is today. Helena, what's poppin'? What's up?
I want to meet that person you just introduced because I don't know who that is.
That's all you.
But yeah, just a correction. It's actually New Elementary in Namibia. We've changed the name 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so it officially goes by to New Elementary. We still have to change the previous updates and media uploads.
So it's NEN right now.
It's just New Elementary. We don't have an acronym for it.
All right.
It's just New Elementary, and I think later on I'll get into like the details of how we came about it. But
yeah. New
Elementary, that's it.
All righty. Yeah. Now let's just take it back to the beginning and just who you are. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today. How did the journey start? Where did the road take you? How many wrong turns did you take before you got to the right one?
500. Okay, but just short.
Yeah.
My name is Helena, as you mentioned. I am a lawyer by training, but now I currently work as a communications for development consultant at the United Nations. How I got to where I am, geez, it's a funny story because this wasn't the plan. This was not the plan. Like we stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
You know when things like happen by accident, but like good accidents. I think you can relate.
I can relate. Sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So what was the plan?
There was no plan. I just from a very very how can I say, since like my high school days, I always loved volunteering and working with kids, etc. So right after high school, I took a gap year, and then I went to do it full time. I volunteered as a teacher for a children's center. So I was like a bridging school teacher. That's where we take in kids who have dropped out of school.
Okay.
And we bring them in, we pick up where they left off, and then at the end of the year, we send them back into formal schooling.
Okay.
So it's almost like a bridging school.
Yeah.
So I used to do that for a little bit, and then I also taught the pre-primaries, and so I was kind of all over. And then, but this was in very challenging circumstances. I mean, the environments in which these kids learn in, the environments in which I taught in, it was, it's one of those where you're like, this possibly cannot be it. But you still commend the efforts because people are trying.
Yeah.
People are really, really doing amazing work with the little that they have.
Yeah.
So I felt like, there's an opportunity to do more here, and that's when I kind of started taking it seriously, but still with very little knowledge because I was still a kid.
Yeah.
Still am. Still don't know what I'm doing. Still a kid then. And then it's sort of just progressed into something that is more formal.
Yeah.
To where we are today. So that is where, considering now the environment that we're teaching in and just the effects of poverty on the educational development of the child, that's when I thought, nah, this ain't it.
Yeah.
So then that's when I decided, how about we just try and really improve the quality and the standards that educational services are being delivered in these impoverished communities. So that's you're really deep informal settlements.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for a little, in the early childhood education space. I think it's going to 8 years now. Just in that community development space. So I'm pushing 8 years. And it's something that just comes naturally, man, because it's it's a national issue, and I mean we cannot no longer not prioritize our kids.
Yeah. So. And it sounds like it's all passion driven. I mean, you're just thrown into it, and then you realize that I'm actually passionate about where I am and the spaces I can personally grow in like you said, early childhood development, and the spaces that the development can really go to.
Absolutely.
But like you said, you're a lawyer by profession, but you're very passionate about the community development. How do these two passions of yours connect, or do they connect?
Man, let me tell you, it's I don't even know. it's one of those, I knew from the very beginning that I had no legal ambition.
Mhm.
It's something that I did because, I mean, I could do it,
Yeah.
and that's perhaps the only thing that I could do because I suck at math.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't go into any like sciences.
That makes two of us.
Oh, okay, great. I mean, but for the most part, I mean, I appreciate the knowledge that, you know, having a law degree allows you,
Yeah.
and, you know, just the access that it also affords you.
Mhm.
But in terms of the community development work that kind of came naturally, it's one of the things where I felt like this is an area in which I know I can really meaningfully contribute,
Mhm.
and make a lasting impact,
Mhm.
whatever that may mean, because we're not trying to really be too strict on ourselves.
Yeah.
We've identified a problem and we felt like, look, this is something that can really mean a lot if we really put our effort towards it.
Mhm.
The two don't collide as such. I kind of allow them to exist separately. You know, I put on the different shoes as
Yeah.
neatly. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't identify as a lawyer,
Mhm.
nor do I identify as a
The
social entrepreneur. I kind of
Yeah.
just
You just are who you are.
yeah, I mean, where the shoe fits, you know, I put on the shoe as it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but suffice to say that I do not take, you know, the legal aspect of everything for granted. You know, it's
Yeah.
something that I also invested in for
Yeah.
like 6 years because I did a diploma and then a degree. So my, you know, knowledge of the law is something that I also truly respect.
Yeah.
And I love that now it's actually serving me in the organization because of how easily it is to navigate
Mhm.
that space with a legal background. So yeah.
So they connect, but they Bluetooth connect.
They Bluetooth connect.
But they don't touch.
They-
You know what I'm saying? They keep the social distance.
Absolutely.
Now in steps New Elementary Namibia.
Yeah.
With all that passion and all that drive.
Yeah.
Here you are, from Upliftment Projects Namibia to New Elementary Namibia.
Yeah.
Just talk to us about all of that, the main purpose, how
Okay.
things have been going, you know, 2020, 2021.
Sure. So how it all began, I officially founded it in 2016. And then we endeavored to improve the quality of early childhood education in vulnerable communities. So that's our ethos, that's our philosophy. Then we have this, we're guided by like a 3-phased model. So what we do is we first identify the structurally dilapidated or battered schools. So we don't build from scratch. You know, we identify existing establishments that are in really poor condition, that it poses as a threat to the child's cognitive development, their health, their safety. So we identify schools that are already existing, already registered, and, you know, sort of meet those criteria. We then just raise funds, turn that thing to the ground, rebuild another proper concrete structure that can live to stand the test of time. And then afterwards, phase 2 and phase 3 kind of run in tandem. That is where we provide the teachers with, we expose them to proper skills development and training, capacity improvement, and then also just ensure that they are aligned with the national standard of the curriculum, you know, so that they're not teaching out of the blue or whatever. So that's kind of how we do things. We officially successfully rebuilt our first school in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, in Havana. So that's doing its thing. Again, we just recently went back to just see how everything is going, and, you know, it's, dare I say so myself, I mean, you can just see, you know, how this transformation means to the community in itself, because, I mean, the teachers, the children, they'll tell you, we depend on this, you know. It's been such a tremendous shift from where we were to now to where we are now. So having that in mind, it's kind of like a fueling catalyst, you know, towards really just replicating our efforts. I mean, it was by no means easy. We we actually produced a documentary on this, you know. It's on YouTube, New Elementary Namibia. It's on YouTube, of just where we just chronicled the journey from the beginning to the end. Man, thing is that the school in itself was supposed to take us a good 2 months tops to complete. Guess how long it took us?
I mean, you started you started in 2019, so I'm assuming the seed was planted in 2018?
Not even. So actually, the seed was planted in 2016. We started the construction process in 2016. We finished in 2019.
Oh, wow.
So it took us a good 3 years because, homegirl don't know nothing about the industry or whatever. So, it's just like, being screwed left, right, and center.
Yeah.
It's like contractors stealing money.
Yeah.
And, there was a period of a lot of stagnancy because I just didn't know how to navigate the space. And also I'm a bit naive, so I just think everyone has good intentions. So I'll like believe you blindly.
Yeah.
Blindly. I won't even like cross-reference check because I'm like, no one would be out to get you,
Yeah,
no
especially when the project is like this,
bro,
like the nature of the project.
exactly, even more than that, like no one would do this, not even to me, but to the kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So that
the world we live in.
Yeah, it has taken a while to come to terms with it, and also just juggling all of that whilst I was still a full-time student. So I was doing that whilst I was studying. I think I was when things really got bad. I was like in my second year of studies. Yeah, and I almost dropped out even because of that. It was bad. It was really bad.
Second year is it's like I'm in this, but I'm not far enough
exactly
to like not drop out.
Exactly. You feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So the one thing that keeps you there is just why you're doing this for, always remembering your why. And I think for me it was a great experience in terms of just like knowing the ins and the outs, because now no one can tell me anything anymore. Hey.
And that's a beautiful thing when you're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And you're really the one leading the project. You get to again try on these different hats and see what fits, see what doesn't. And like you said, you learn.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
And 2019. So 2019, you everything is now done. It's completed, and then boom, pandemic says hello. Farah.
Script don't go there.
How'd you navigate that? How's it been for you?
It's been. I'll be very honest. It's been another hurdle to overcome. It's been challenging on all fronts. The donor side of things, the project side of things. Granted that our work is very intensive, it's very physical. You need people to do things. I mean, it's people carrying things down. You need a team, It's construction, it's labor. So now with the whole social distance and with the lockdown, we weren't in a position to do anything. And also because most of the corporate companies, most organizations have also taken a plummet in terms of their finances. So sourcing funding has also become another challenge. And that's the one thing that sometimes keeps me up at night. I'm like, bro, what are you going to do? Because I can say that on average, the project in itself, we go about, let's say 150 to 200K, for each project, roughly. And that's just basic stuff,
That's just getting the
that's
foundation.
that's just getting the stuff started,
Yeah.
So on a cap, we're looking at a good like 300K for each and every project. So I mean, that's a lot of dough.
Yeah.
In terms of just like giving it to an organization,
Yeah.
So in the past, we've been lucky because I think we've crafted our sales pitch in such a manner that it appeals to donors, you know. So I was like, look, we've done it before. Sure, we can do it again. It's just now that there's a pandemic, people are holding off on funds. So we can understand. So progress is slow, but I mean, we're already on to the next one. I can't say much.
Okay.
Can't say much right now, because I mean, true to my nature, I speak with action. So stay tuned, man. Like, we're in this.
We're gonna keep up, and we're gonna head to YouTube and check out the documentary.
Thank
New
you.
Elementary Namibia.
Yes, New Elementary Namibia. Yeah, you'll find it.
We'll find
I'm
it.
gonna take you up on that though.
Listen, trust and believe. We're even gonna put it up on the socials.
Yay.
And make sure people get to see it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Helena.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to ask you some quick fire questions. Once again, nothing personal or intrusive.
Okay.
All right. First thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to visit 100 years in the past or 100 years into the future? Think of that project that you finished in 2019, 100 years from now.
100 years in the future, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to visit that because we plan to replicate our model all over, not just in Namibia. That's why we don't even want to restrict ourselves to just being in the country.
Yeah.
So definitely, if I can see what's going to happen like 100 years down, I'll be thrilled, I'll be thrilled.
100%.
Yeah.
Would you rather be liked or respected?
Respected.
Respected.
I'm not in the business of being like, couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered.
There we go.
Respect the girl and we're good.
Do you really believe that honesty is the best policy?
Absolutely.
Always.
Always.
100%.
Always.
Lastly, if you could choose one person, dead or alive, to spend 5 minutes in an elevator with, pick their brain.
Just
for
one
the-
person.
One person. I know that list is probably long.
Oh, bro, don't do that. Shoo. Okay, Tupac.
Tupac,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Tupac, yeah. It's Tupac or Coffee and one of the two, but definitely Tupac.
Why
Tupac left when he was my age. I'm 25. Tupac died at 25. You know, so like I feel like we were robbed of
a lot.
Everything.
Yeah.
My generation, the generation to come, were robbed of everything. I'm obsessed with hip hop. So like there was a time when I just went off a tangent, like history, Tupac, and you know the whole like West Coast East Coast situation, and to say that the man is brilliant is an understatement. You know, and there's just so much that I would have loved for him to have achieved if he was still here. So yeah, I'd definitely love to just be with him for like 5 minutes and just be like, yo, why you allow this to happen to you? You know, you should have been more careful. Yeah. But yeah, so definitely Tupac.
And the thing is that there's evidence in his life that suggests that he was gonna go on to change a lot. Not even musically speaking, like socially.
Absolutely.
He was passionate about so much.
Yeah.
And in many ways, we see that passion with you. You're really just like pouring it back into the community, and that's beautiful to see. And
thank you,
Helena. That's the reason you are the game changer of the day.
Y'all too good to me. Thank you so much.
And we spoke about the song you wanted to play before this, but I think we're gonna switch it up just a little bit.
Okay.
It's Game Changers. You are making a lot of change in your personal life and in the community, and Tupac is your idol.
Yeah, you can say that.
So, Tupac changes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Up next for our Game Changer.
Look at you.
I'm doing what I can.
Oh man, that's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you
it's
so
really
much.
on brand.
And we can't wait to see what New Elementary in Namibia has in store for the people.
Thank you. Just quick final words, perhaps. I mean, lots of folks ask us, okay, I mean, how do you guys do this? One thing is that we're all Namibian, like we're all young folks. You know, the team comprises 7 members who are like accountants, engineers, etc. But we all find the time to just do this. You know, so I always say, align yourself to what the country's visions are. You know, look at, just have a look at the National Development Plan or the HPP or whatever. See where your talents can be applied, and then just get to work. You know, just start, just do it. Fail, get up, fail again. You know, I mean, our overriding principle is that, like, if we do something and it succeeds, great. Yeah. If we do something and it fails, even better. You know, because that's our point of departure. And with me, I know that any failure can never be as a result of a lack of effort. So I know that it's not because I didn't try. It's going to be either acts of God or something else. So like any failure within whatever you're trying to do can never be as a lack of effort, you know. So always know that you did your best in the circumstance. And I mean, it's on us, bro. Like this country, it's this beautiful, beautiful country with so much potential. It's on us. It's on us, you know, and it's possible. Yeah. It really is possible. So yeah, let me not like get too carried away.
No,
but
please, that's beautiful. Let it not be a lack of effort.
Absolutely.
Like Thank you so much. Game changer of the day, Helena
Thank you so
Kandjumbwa
much.
and Tupac with Changes. Up next, 99.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Yes.